Hey everyone, I'm Galmore, and I've been gaming for over 40 years. Along the way, I've built up a massive library of hundreds of games. Now, I'm on a mission to play through as many of them as possible. Each game will be 5 videos, one for every weekday. Each a quick 20 to 30 minute play session, perfect for your lunch break, treadmill time, or whenever you have a few minutes to spare. So without further ado, let's dive into this week's game. Hello everybody, and welcome to our 5th and final episode of our Games Vault Rimworld series. This is episode 5. And when we last left off, we had taken out a couple of mad rabid raccoons, starting to come up with a much better design, and we were in the process of converting Cassio. Oh, let's see. You've detected a logging worksite nearby controlled by the Treaty of Colduga. Okay. Oh, interesting. I see. Well. View quest, logging worksite noticed. Alright, let's see here. You detected a Treaty of Colduga. Let's pause this. If you wish, you can raid the camp to collect the loot. Since the Treaty of Cordova is just a small, independent group, you can attack them without any broader diplomatic consequences. The camp will pack up and move on in 30 days. I've never been a big fan of being super aggressive in this game. So I think I'm just going to leave them alone, and we'll move on with what we're doing. I've always managed to make things pretty self-sufficient, so I continue to do that. So let's keep working here. Sandstone wall. Place all this. Construct that. Now let's start getting some other mining done. So this whole area right here needs to be mined out. So why don't we do that next? Let's get that started anyway. See how that does. I don't know if this is a multi-layer. This is more than 2 floors. If it is, we could have trouble. Simple meal 9 is rotted away in storage. We really need refrigeration. What's the temperature in here? You know what? I don't know if I can... Let's try putting a passive cooler in here and seeing if that helps slow down the rot. I don't know if it will, but we can try. Less available. Poor little green. Alright, well, alright, let's look at the quest. Poor little green. Dominus Empire is making a request. He wants you to take care of her favorite pet, the duck Green, Spire of Thought, for 19 days. Green is suffering from a paralytic embeza and must be kept in bed. I'm not going to do this one. I don't even have a bed. We'll leave it there just in case it's still around. Oh, maybe I can. Let's make a bed. Let's do this. Let's deconstruct that and wooden bed. Okay, yeah, like we can. Okay. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. Let me assign Cassio here. And once that bed is built, I will take that quest. Alright, go to our quests. Let's see. Honor, tech print, or goodwill. Tech print, cataphract armor. The tech print, physical form tech prints can range from scraps of paper. Your researchers need foundational knowledge offered. Tech prints to know where to start on a given technology. Well, let's go with a tech print then. Okay, so see how. All right, let's build a nice little pet bed, animal bed here. Can we have enough plain leather? Guinea pig. Plain leather. Light leather. We've got some light leather. Can I make it with light leather? Light leather animal bed. Yes. Alright. Well, let's put it here. And who's our constructor? Orcom. Okay. I'm going to have you prioritize working on the bed. Alright. And then who's our best animal person? Cassio. Okay, Cassio. What I'm going to have you do. Yeah, there we go. Exactly what I was going to have you do. That's perfect. Looks like we have a raid. Alright, let's check these people out. Ooh. One guy. Going after Chinchilla. Eh. Hero. Assist. Orcom. I don't think you can assist. Nope, you can. Alright, Gorcom, you also. Alright, let's see what we get, huh? Okay. You. Immediately attack him. Come on, guys. Get him. Gaining on him. Hurry up. Get him before he goes off the map. No, no, no. There we go. Get him. There we go. Yes. Beat the snot out of him. Come on. Chinchilla has been kidnapped. He's not lost forever. An opportunity to rescue him may present itself in the coming days or years. Well, isn't that terrible? Well, it is what it is, and he's our spiritual leader, too. Well, that was a tragic turn of events. Animal filth. Cassio. I know you were sleeping, but bugs me. I'm very sad that we lost Chinchilla. He was our spiritual leader, too. He never did convert Cassio. To sandstone wall. This all closed. To a granite door right there. Ritual opportunity soon. Alright. Plans here. This will put some wood floors in. Oopie. And pull our room kind of like the other one was. Here. That here. And we'll give you a bonsai. Franca, this will be your bed. So I think I'm going to start dismantling all this stuff because, well, frankly, it's not being all that useful. Clearly, it has done nothing to protect us. So it's fine. Let's get going on hauling. So one of the things we need to look at is Chinchilla was doing some work, and now I don't know if we have anyone to do some of that work. So he was our hunter. Pretty sure he was, so no more. Don't think he was doing much else. Still got our doctor, still got our warden. Our animal handler, cook. We do have a hunter, doctor, and researcher. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Grizzly bear revenge. Oh boy. Do we dare? Yeah, let's Alright, what's this quest? A group of poor travelers are approaching looking for help. The travelers are begging for herbal medicine. They need the medicine to attempt life-saving operation on a fellow traveler. Okay, you can give the items to the travelers by selecting a colonist and right-clicking on Abu. Okay. Let's see, where are they? Okay, there they are. Okay, so colonist. Yes, that. And activate, let's see here, bio. You do not fight, you fight, so we're going to activate you. Suck, but we'll still activate you because we've got a bear that's down and activate you. And let's head over here. All of them. Go here. And you go here. Let's see if we can finish off the bear. Okay. Really attack grizzly bear to death because that's some good meat right there. Okay. Good meat there. All right. Major break risk. What's your problem? Tortured artist, hungry. Well, go get some food. Boy, it's tough not having chinchilla around, that's for sure. Pack. Oh boy. Alright. Funny. That's it. Alright, we'll draft you. Draft you. Draft you. Okay. The attack. The attack. Alright, well, that was easy enough. Oh boy. Well, this is certainly not turning out the way I had hoped. Alright, let's clear out here. Deconstruct. Okay. Celebration opportunity. Yes, let us do this ritual. Again, Mitra's celebration. Yes. Cassio is sleeping. Up and we'll wait for him to wake up. And then we'll participate. Funny that Cassio is going to lead the ritual and he's not even our religion. Alright, let's let everyone wake up. Alright, now let's do that ritual, shall we? Right here. In Mitra's ritual. I don't know who else to put there because I don't really have anyone, so I guess we'll just deal with it. Give you a ritual at least. Boring celebration. Everyone felt too awkward to open up and laugh. Everyone participating in the ritual gains 1 mood for 6 days. 1 is better than 0. I can tell you that much. Industrial rector role unfulfilled. Okay, well, I'm really hoping that Chinchilla, we have opportunity to bring him back. So I'm going to leave that for now. Here. Great, another bedroom for someone. Heat wave, oh boy. Alright. This could be rough. Let's make a bunch more of these guys here. At least this is an enclosed area, so that will help. So let's prioritize building these if we can. Construct. Orcom, you are constructor. Simple meals have rotted away, which means apparently those don't really help much. Indoor 17 degrees, actually that's not too bad. First 33. Quest available. I don't want to piss off the royal family, shall we say. Sheep join. Okay. Their animal handler. Handle. Okay, Cassio. There we go. $50 degrees. Dang, that's hot. Psychic soothe female. I will take it. Continue deconstructing my trap here. Start building the next apartment. There. Continue building our sandstone walls. Hello everybody, Future Galmore here, who realized after I went through the whole editing process that my microphone was not recording. So I'm going to do my best to do a voiceover as things, shall we say, unfolded. So at this point, I was getting pretty hard up on materials. So I had made the decision I was going to start tearing down all these different, these extra rooms to move them in more attached to what we had before. And of course we had the lame duck, if you will. That was still being a problem. I had seen animal filth and was trying to clean up as best I could. He was always hungry, quite the pain in the butt. So a lot of my time, or at least a lot of Cassie's time, was spent feeding the duck. I was also starting to get very concerned about my herd animals. They were already hungry. And although I had hay, I couldn't quite understand why they weren't eating any food. As you can see here, I was literally waking up one of my colonists for the sole purpose of trying to bring them in. And give them food. As you can see here, I was literally waking up one of my colonists for the sole purpose of trying to bring them in. And give them food. Here I got the bright idea of maybe if I could move their pen to a more fertile area, perhaps that would make it so that they would eat better. So I proceeded to tear down the completely useless traps that I had filled up. Now that the area had been cleaned out, I decided to build my new fence. This time it'd be a little squarer, and it would have some fertile soil in there. My hope at the time would be, especially with the 40% growth bonus, that maybe we could get a little hay fairly quickly. With the new pen built, I made my way over and decided to move the post. And wait and see what would happen. I was starting to become increasingly concerned about the filth on the duck. In a moment of desperation, I thought, is there something, anything we can do? And when I saw operations and I saw sterilize, I thought sterilize isn't clean. But that's not what it meant. Everything seemed fine when Cassio gave the food. But then I saw the blood. It was at that point I realized sterilized didn't mean clean. It meant spay or neuter, if you can do such thing to a, say, male duck. I checked his health because I didn't want him to die. All that work only to fail the quest. So we made sure we took care of him as best we could. As we were winding down the episode, I was getting pretty desperate. And true to form, Randy Random self-tames a buck. Like I need another mouth to feed. Start over. But it was nearing the end of the episode, and the end of the series. So I figured I'd play on. Start over. But it was nearing the end of the episode, and the end of the series. So I figured I'd play on. And with the few minutes I've left, I thought I'd tell you what happened. Epilogue. All of Singularity Path. The colony known as the Singularity Path began not with glory, but with conviction. A dream to build something lasting in a world determined to break it. Its founders, Tranka, Borcom, Hero, Emu, Casio, brought their talents and flaws, but it was Chinchilla, the colony's devoted spiritual leader, who gave it soul. His unwavering faith in the archonic path held them together until the day he was taken. On August 9th, 5500, the Blue Rock Treaty raided the colony. Amid chaos and fire, Chinchilla was kidnapped, dragged into captivity. Without him, the colony lost its spiritual anchor, began to unravel. Food spoiled, animals starved, colonists suffered breakdowns, illness, and ideological conflict. Still, they clung to hope. They discovered electricity. They forged bonds. Casio proposed to Kuro. She said yes. But the final blow came on December 5th, 5500. The Demon Crooks pirates attacked. The colonists repelled them, but not without cost. Emu, the industrious crafter and interim rector, fell in the fight. Her loyal husky Hiroki flew into a man-hunting frenzy, savaging Borcom, Casio, Hess, and Kuro in his grief. They bled helpless. Then came Kaloka, the man in black. Final hope, but the wounds were too severe. Tranka, the last founder, died under Kaloka's care. The others had already passed. Kaloka tried to carry on. For a time he did. But on December 10th, a pack of man-hunting guinea pigs, diseased and frenzied by Scaria, descended on the abandoned colony. Kaloka fought bravely, but he was overwhelmed, torn apart by the very wilds he'd hoped to tame. He bled to death in the ruins. By then, the Singularity Path was quiet, but not empty. Hiroki still patrols the silent halls, ever faithful. Blaze the cat slinks through the shadows. Jade the horse grazes in the overgrowth. U1 and Buck1 roam free, unclaimed. And far from here, Chinchilla still lives. Prisoner, yes, but faithful, waiting. Hoping. Perhaps one day he will escape. Perhaps he will return, not only to restore the colony, but to rekindle the archonic path. Or maybe new wanderers will stumble upon the ruins. They'll find shattered walls and silent machines and wonder what stories lie buried beneath the ash. Maybe, just maybe, they'll stay and build. Maybe Singularity Path is not truly dead. This concludes episode 5 and the final episode of our Rimworld series. If you want to see this continue, I might consider doing it. Just let me know in the comments. But remember, you're never too old to game. Catch y'all later.